Welcome students. Today we are going to study subject geography standard 9th lesson number 3 exogenic processes part 1 video number 10. Students, in previous video we learned about weathering and types of weathering. We have already learned about mechanical weathering and chemical weathering. Today we are going to study biological weathering. See, what is biological weathering? Means the weathering process caused by human beings, animals and plants is called biological weathering. Means besides mechanical and chemical weathering, biological factors are also responsible for weathering of rocks like human beings, animals and the plants. This weathering is caused by the living things. That's why this weathering is known as the biological weathering. You can observe in the picture how the roots of the plants are grown in the wall. So yeah, this is the picture of the fort is there, and because of the roots of the trees, see, we have seen pieces of the rocks getting separated because of the roots of the trees, and as the roots grow bigger, they create tension in the rocks and rocks start breaking. So this type of weathering is known as the biological weathering. And besides this, ants mix large ant hills, rat, mice, rabbits and other worms and the insects make burrows in the ground. These animals are called burrowing animals, and because of their activity, weathering of rocks occurs. And beside of these also, see that moss and lichen, you can see how the these also responsible for the biological weathering. Moss, lichen, other flora etc grow in the rocks and they also help in weathering. So you can see in the picture, this is the lichen, but this is the biological weathering. Means mainly here the human beings, animals and the plants, means living things are responsible for the weathering. This type of weathering is known as the biological weathering. See, the last point of the lesson is the mass movements. See, the first, mass wasting. See, what is the mass movement is there? Means the weathered rock material start moving along the slopes due to gravity and accumulated near the foothills of the gentler slope, and this process has been happening for years, not only short time, many years are need for this process. Means the weathered rock material start moving along the slopes due to the gravity. Means this weathered material is moving down towards the slope of the foothills of the mountain and accumulated near the foothills of or the gentler slope. This process has been happening for years, and the weathered particles form a conical heap at the foothills, and when the weathered particles move down due to gravity alone, this process is known as the mass movements. You can see that this process is known as the mass movement. Means weathered materials move down due to gravity. This process is known as the mass movement, and mass movements occur in two ways. It is rapid or steeper slopes, while it is slower or gentle slopes. Means mass movements are occur in two ways. First is the rapid mass movement and next is the slower mass movement. For rapid mass movement, the mountain steep slope is there, and in the slower mass movement the slope of the mountain is the gentle. So the first, everyone see rapid mass movement. Means you can see the pictures are also shown here. See, this is the picture of the rock fall. Next is given about the landslide. You see what is the rapid mass movements. A rock falls, landslides and the land subsides occur rapidly. Their effects are very destructive. The probability of these events is more in the regions having humid climate and steeper slope. Means rapid mass movements are mainly occur in the humid climate and steeper slopes. Means a thick layer of weathered material forms on the slope, and when it rains in such areas, the rainwater penetrates and the weathered materials and their weight increases, and the weathered material move very rapidly and come down the slope. And the mudslide at Malin village of Pune district is the example of the rapid mass movements. Means during the rainy season, the rainwater is penetrate in the weathered material, and it's become the weight of this material is very heavy. Its weight is increases, and due to the gravity, what happen? These all the heavy materials moving suddenly, rapidly come down the slope. And Malin village is the example of that. You have seen that mudslide. Now also in the last month you have seen in the Konkan also mudslides occur. So sometimes the weathered materials do not move downward but sink in situ, means where they are. Okay, this is called the slumping. See what is the slumping is there. You can see that this weathered material is not directly come down. It this material do not move downward but sink in means what? In situation, that is the where they are, in that point only this material is situated, and this is called the slumping. And such rapid movements may also occur because of earthquake, means because of the earthquake also slumping is also occur. This is the rapid mass movements, means suddenly, this weathered material rapidly comes down toward the steep from the steep slope to the foothills of the mountain. This is called the rapid mass movement. Now next point is the slower mass movement. See, mainly slow for we have seen that for slower mass movement, the gentle slope is there, and in areas with the dry climate and the gentle slope, mass movements occur slowly. Means soil creep is common phenomenon in such areas. Soil is moving down, it's a natural phenomenon in such areas. Means this soil creeping is mainly occur in the dry climates and the gentle slope. Means in the periglacial regions along, see you can see the pictures are also given, means along in the glacier region, that region covered with the ice, means periglacial regions along the slopes, these small layers of the soil accumulate because of the movement of soil, and this is called the solifluction. You see the picture is given here. What is the you can see that how the soil is moving down as soil is creeping from the slope, and small layers of the soil accumulated because of this movement of soil, and this is called the solifluction. So this is the last point of the lesson is there. Next is the erosion is given. In this erosion we are going to study in the next lesson. Means like weathering, the mass movements erosion is also an external process. Means weathering, we have already learned the types of the weathering: mechanical, chemical and biological. So like weathering and the mass movements, erosion is also an external process. Means all these incidents are occur because of the external forces only, and erosion occurs through various agents: wind, running water, glaciers, seawater and groundwater. These are the main agents of the erosion. So we will study the agent of erosion and the landform produced by them in the next lesson. So in this way, in this lesson we have learnt about the weathering and mass movements. Weathering, three types of weathering, and mass movements are two types: rapid mass movements and the slower mass movements. Thank you.